Have you ever wondered why your gym sessions aren't translating to you bowling faster or taking more wickets on the field? There are 6 exercises that professional fast bowlers swear by, but most amateur cricketers don't do them or they just do them wrong. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what these 6 exercises are, how to perform each one of these correctly, give you a plan on how they can fit into your training week, and I'll explain to you why they'll make such a big difference with your bowling, so you can bowl faster and take more wickets this season. Let me show you the first exercise. This movement is critical for developing single leg strength that allows you to be stable at back foot contact. Did you know that every single time you land on your back leg in your bowling action, it's like jumping off a roof and trying to stick that landing on one leg? Up to 4 times your body weight will go through your back leg, meaning that it needs to be super strong to be able to handle those forces. If you're not strong enough to handle those forces, it will just leak into the ground. And then that knocks everything downstream in your action off sync. You'll probably fall away in your action, which will cause you to lose accuracy, lose pace. And not only that, is that it will put you at greater risk for lumbar stress fractures, which we know is a nemesis of fast bowlers. That's why we do the barbell step up. This builds great single leg strength, exactly what you need to hold a strong position of back foot contact. So you can transfer all that momentum that you build up through your run up, through the crease, so you can bowl as fast and as accurate as you possibly can. The beauty of this exercise is that it won't leave you sore either. The fact that you're stepping up onto a box concentrically means there's not much muscle damage happen, so you can get really strong without getting really sore, which makes it great for training in season. With this exercise, I want you to load it heavy. I want you to do 2 to 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps of each leg. Some of the professional fast bowlers that I coach can do up to 130 to 140 kilograms for their step ups for 5 reps. Here's a couple of coaching cues. I want you to go barefoot with this because you're going to be a whole lot more balanced than wearing your foamy runners, which can be unstable. I then want you to go your bad leg first, do all the reps on that leg before going to the other leg. This keeps the quality even between your good and bad side. I want you to hold that A-frame at the top for 2 seconds to show you have complete control over the movement. If you do this exercise consistently, I can guarantee you that you're going to be a better bowler than what you were before you started doing it. This next exercise I'm about to show you is fantastic for developing great single leg strength, which is going to translate to you being able to brace your front leg a whole lot better. At front foot contact, there's up to 10 times your body weight going through your front leg in just a split second. If you're not strong enough to handle that, your front leg is going to collapse and you're going to lose a whole lot of pace. All that energy and momentum you generated from your run up, from your strong back foot, it's just going to completely disappear. Your action will fall apart, you'll lose pace, you'll lose accuracy, which is exactly what you don't want to be a consistent, high-performing fast bowler. That's why we use the rear foot elevated split squat or the Bulgarian split squat. This is great to build fantastic eccentric strength in the quad, so you can lock out that front leg at front foot contact. Once again, I want you to go super heavy with this. 2 to 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps of each leg. Here are some coaching cues. I want you to go nice and slow and controlled with this movement. 3 seconds on the way down with a 2 or 2 pause down the bottom. Then I want you to drive up nice and explosively. With this one, it's important to get your foot placement right. I want you to set up in a nice balanced position where your head is still, your foot is still. Don't start the rep till you're feeling balanced. From there, sink down and keep your knee driving over your big toe and explode on the way back up. This next exercise is the most specific and gets the most direct transfer from the gym to the pitch. Think about how your body moves when you bowl fast. You want to get that nice hip-shoulder separation where your hip drives through and your shoulders rotate second. And then finally your arm whips around to finish that movement. If somewhere breaks down in a kinetic chain, you'll lose that pace. This next exercise is all about keeping that kinetic chain connected, so you can get your sequencing and timing right in your action so you can have great rhythm. This exercise is a bowling stance medball slam with rotation. This helps train that coiled up rotation you use when you deliver the ball. It teaches you how to sequence from back foot to front foot contact, and this exercise will help develop power that will translate directly to your bowling action. I want you to do 2 to 3 sets of this exercise at the start of your session, and I want you to do these in over blocks, so 6 reps. Here's the setup. Set up in your bowling stance. I want you to load your front leg and feel nice and balanced. From there, I want you to rotate that ball back behind you. Use your front leg to pull back towards you so you get that snap and whip. Slam the ball as hard as you can into the ground and finish off your action. You want to finish in a position where you have a braced front leg and your back knees driving through, just like when you're bowling in a game. If you can get the sequencing and the timing right in your action, pace and accuracy will just come naturally and it'll feel effortless. Let's move to our next exercise. This is my favorite exercise for developing lower body power that translates to ball full speed. As you know, fast bowling isn't just about being strong. It's about how quickly you can use that strength. You need to be able to explode off the ground and then absorb that force really efficiently, so you can keep that momentum going through towards the batter and not leaking and sinking into the ground. This next exercise helps you do both. Here we got a trap bar jump. This is fantastic because you get that triple extension, that raw power development, which is crucial to translate to you performing better as a fast bowler. For programming tips, I want you to do 2 to 3 sets of this exercise of 3 to 5 reps. And I want you to have long rest in between, up to 3 minutes, so you can repeat that power every single set. I want you to load the bar not too heavy, somewhere between 30 and 50 kilograms, depending how strong you are. This lift is not a max strength lift. I literally want you to jump as high as you can. Try and get your head to touch the roof of the gym. The higher you jump, the more powerful you are, the more benefits you'll get from this exercise. This exercise should feel fast, snappy, explosive. And when you land, I want you to absorb that force nice and softly into the ground and don't land too stiff. Land in that nice quarter squat position. Do this exercise in your power and plyometric block at the start of your gym session, then your explosiveness is going to go through the roof. This next exercise is fantastic for getting off your back leg really, really fast. Have you ever had that feeling when you land at back foot contact and you just sink into the ground? Or when you're running and it's feeling really heavy? That's because energy is leaking through your Achilles tendon. You don't have that tendon stiffness. And that is the opposite of what we want as fast bowlers. We want to be springy, elastic athletes who bounce through their run-ups and bounce off their back foot onto their front foot. This exercise here is the key to not getting stuck at back foot contact. This is the Natera ankle isometric push. Programming tip for this, do 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps per set of 3 to 5 second reps. Each rep you should be maximally pushing up into the immovable bar. If you're not pushing as hard as you can, you won't get the benefits from this exercise. Here's how to set this up properly. You want to be able to push the bar into an immovable object. So either load on weight to the bar that you can't move, a couple hundred kilos, or you turn the J hooks upside down so you're pressing into an immovable object. I need you to stand really, really tall, and when you drive your heel up into the bar, there's about a 2 centimeter gap from your heel to the ground. I don't want you up on your toes too much, and I don't want you to be able to not get your heel off the ground. It needs to find that perfect sweet spot of 2 centimeters. From there, keep your legs straight. Don't let your knee bend and your quads take over. And as I said before, drive up with your heel so you're isolating that ankle. This exercise is fantastic for your run up and your back foot contact. An absolute staple in all the programs that I use for my fast bowlers that I coach. And if you're interested in joining my online coaching programs, there's a link down below for you to join. This next exercise is the best core exercise for fast bowlers. After stress fractures, do you know what the most common injury is in fast bowlers? It's side strains. All that rotation and lateral flexion, all that speed and velocity going through the trunk. If your obliques and your core can't handle it, then things are going to break. That's why you need your core to be dynamically strong, especially under speed if you want to bowl rapid. That's why we use a GHD hold with a plate press. This trains your obliques in a way to stay really, really strong when your arms are moving fast away from your body, just like in bowling. I want you to do 2 to 3 sets of this exercise of 6 to 10 reps per side. Choose a weight between 5 and 15 kilos based on how strong you are. I want you to set up the GHD with your knees just off the pad. I need you to hold your torso nice and square. I want you to press the plate out really, really fast. Hold for a second and then control back in. I want you to think about that your core is catching and bracing with every single rep that you do. I want you to keep everything tight, everything still, no twisting or wobbling. This exercise is your first line of defense against side strains. So if you're not doing this, you're leaving yourself at risk. This moves us on to our last exercise, which is the best upper body exercise for fast bowlers. When you're at full speed in your action, your front leg is braced and your trunk is snapping over the top and your arm is rotating up and around. If your core and upper body can't hold together, then you're gonna fall away, you're gonna lose pace and control. In the upper body, you don't need bulk, but what you do need is specific strength and control. You need to be able to transfer that momentum from the ground up through your kinetic chain. This is why I love the single arm landmine press. This trains upper body power and trunk control at the exact same time. It forces you to reduce that lateral flexion while your arm is driving up overhead, just like you need to do when you're bowling fast and staying tall in your action. This is also one of my favorite exercises because of the range of motion and the movement. It's very shoulder friendly, so you won't pick up a sore shoulder from this. It won't overload you with soreness, and it builds great strength and power without putting on unnecessary weight and size. A programming tip with this, let's do 2 to 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps for each arm. I don't want you to go overly heavy with this. I want you to keep good technique and move that bar nice and fast and clean. Speed comes first with this one, not slow, grindy reps. Some coaching tips for this, set up in a split stance with your feet nice and grounded. I want you to brace your core and I want you to press dynamically with intent. Drive the bar up towards the roof. Bring the bar down with control, reset, and go into your next rep. The goal of this exercise is for you to produce force from the ground up through your arm. So you want to keep the timing really good with this exercise. So make sure you incorporate the landmine press into your training program. Because it doesn't matter how strong and powerful your legs are, if your upper body can't transfer that force, then you're not going to be maximizing all the hard work that you're doing. So there you have it. Now you have these 6 exercises that you need to build true fast bowling performance and speed to help you take more wickets and move up the grades this season. However, this is absolutely useless if you can't build a running program to help support the work you do in the gym. Watch this video here. This is how I structure my running programs that I'll give out to club cricketers and professional fast bowlers as well. And if you are interested in joining my online coaching programs, then I have a couple of spots available. There is links down below for you to join. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video.